Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to talk about the Adams Trail-A-Bike Tandem. This bike I love for my children to be able to spend time with me and with the family. I just want to kind of go over a few things in my experience with this. So this bike is easy to install, it's super easy to install. Check out my video, my channel, you will see a great installation video there on how to do it, very basic. But in this video I want to more along the lines talk about my experience with it. So now, as far as the age, I would really say about 7 years and under. I have 3 daughters, 3 years old, 5 years old, and 7 years old. Now, the 7-year-old is getting to the point where she's almost too big for it. So, really, I would say 7 and under. So, she is about to turn 8. Now, a few things about this bike. It is not light, okay? It is pretty heavy. It's about 35 pounds on my scale. So that's something you have to think about. Really, as far as that goes, with the 35 pounds, you're not going to feel it in the flats or the descents. Really, on the descents, you feel it picking up a lot of speed. But really, you feel it obviously on the climbs. So if you live in an area with some very steep climbs, I would say definitely have a good granny gear to be able to get up. The kids can help a little bit with their pedaling, and they can give you a good boost for about 30 seconds, sometimes maybe a little bit more. So if you're trying to get over a short steep section, they can actually pedal and help out there, and you can feel it. Like when they pedal, it definitely helps out. But for the most part, you're going to be doing most of the grunt work. So that's one thing, is the weight you have to think about with climbing, where you're riding this bike. So that's another thing to think about. Another thing too, it kind of teeters left and right when they're on the bike. So the way the contraption works that connects to the bike, to the seat post, has a little bit of play in it. So, it kind of teeters left and right. I've read one review on a forum said it's kind of like carrying a bag of bricks that are jumping around. And that's about right. So, with my advice on that is, I always use my mountain bike when I take the kids out on this. And the reason why is I have wider bars. And with the wider bars, you have a little bit more leverage. So I would definitely use some wide bars to do that. Another thing too is I wouldn't go on precise, trails that require precise handling, because they will sometimes jerk you to the left or right, maybe a foot or 2 foot, 2 feet every once in a while. So that's something to think about too. Don't go down, some tight single track or anything like that. You want to stay on some pretty well-groomed trails, and obviously paved paths with that. It takes some strength to ride this, especially off-road. If you're going to be riding on paved trails, it's fine. You usually can get by without having a lot of strength. So I know that some people who are smaller and trying to take their kids out, sometimes it can be a challenge if you're on, if you're off-road. So really on the pavement, if I was smaller individual, I would probably stay on the pavement more so than riding off-road. So that's just something to think about. Now, would I buy this again? Yes, I love this. I would definitely spend my money on this again. One, the experience we have as a family together on this is awesome. I mean, the memory that my children are going to have with us riding this bike, they will never forget. So, plus, it inspires love for cycling. So, it's really a great way to get the kids to want to go cycling. Anytime, in the afternoon, I may say, "Hey, do you girls want to go ride the bike?" They're like, "Yeah, let's go on the bike." So they love it. They look forward to it. So with this, I would definitely buy again, no matter what. So yeah, if I were you, definitely get this if you're debating on it, because you can take it camping, you can take it wherever you go. If you go to a state park, if you go to really anywhere, you can bring this. So I have a 4-bike carrier on the back of my van that I'll load up my mountain bike, my wife's bike, and then also I have a fold-up trailer that I will attach to this as well, so you can imagine the train going down the road. So with my 3 girls, I have 2 of them on this tandem, and then I'll have 1 in a trailer on the back. Don't know about the manufacturer's recommendation on that. But just let you know, this is an awesome product, so definitely get it.